A very good afternoon. Thank you so much for staying with us here on TV 47. Welcome to Newsfeed. My name is Mombi Chege. Now, the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA) has summoned officials of Neo Kenya Mpya Commuters Limited and Joy Kenya Services Limited buses following chaos witnessed in Keno in Murang'a County yesterday. Now, the authority says the PSV vehicle officials are required to provide an insight into the incident. Now, this follows claims that some of the goons who caused chaos in the area were ferried using the buses. Meanwhile, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations (DCI) has summoned MPs Ndindi Nyoro and Alice Wahome over the chaos. The two were summoned to present themselves at the DCI regional office in Nyeri this morning. The police department directed the two MPs be arrested for mobilizing goons who caused mayhem yesterday. Meanwhile, traders at the busy town are counting losses following the chaos witnessed yesterday. Traders have condemned any kind of violence in the area.
Watu wenye walikuwa wameleta vurugu huku walikuwa wanataka kuibia watu mali yao, wakaharibu vitu zote, soda zilikunywa bure, mayai yote, watu wenye wanauza smoki zote zikaharibiwa, kazi yote, wakaanza kupiga watu na mawe. Ndio watu wa Keno wa biashara walishikana wakasema hatuwezi kuletewa vurugu Keno na huku hatujawahi pigana.
Utapewa shilingi 1,000 ama 500 ukuje utoe vurugu na uji kama kifo yako itatokea hapo. Jua watu au vijana wakati walitoka Kiandutu wakakuja huku, walikuja kama wameanza kureact, kupora watu, wakaibia taga gas, wakaiba gazi zote, wakaenda pale county supermarket kwenda kuchoma. Sisi raia hapa Kenya tukakasirika, tukasema watu hata kama ni wengi, wacha tupambane nao kama sisi wanaume wa Kenya.
Nimetoka kwa nyumba nikienda job, nikanyang'anywa simu, na watu sio watu wa huku, ni watu walikuwa wameletwa. So ningetaka kusema watu waache kupiganisha watu juu watu ni kama walikuwa wametumwa, juu hizo gari zinatumia mafuta. Kwa hivyo sikia ati mtu amejitaliza ametoa gari yake ikuje ibebe watu wakupigane na wengine.
Watu wa Keno wanataka amani, watu wa kaunti ya Murang'a wanataka amani. Hata wakati tulipokuwa na chama mingi, wakati ya Mheshimiwa Kenneth Matiba, tulikuwa na chama mingi na kila mtu alikuwa na haki ya kujieleza na kusikilizwa. Kwa hivyo ningetaka kusema Kenneth Matiba kuna kitu alikuwa kitufundisha, akasema watu waachiliwe wajiamulie wenyewe. Kwa kizungu alikuwa akisema let the people decide. Kwa hivyo na mimi ningewasihi watu wa Murang'a County, hasa viongozi wale wanaotuongoza, wapatie wajiko nafasi ili wakati ukifika wa kupiga kura wajiamulie wenyewe.
Now, the world is marking the World Teachers Day, with teachers in the country saying there is little to celebrate. Speaking during the event held in Nairobi this morning, Kenya National Union of Teachers Secretary General Wilson Sossion pointed out at a number of challenges facing teachers in the country. Nat further says that it is financially crippled and can no longer take care of its operations. And meanwhile, Sossion has called on the Ministry of Education to move with speed and reopen schools, saying COVID-19 is here to stay.
7, the Constitution of Kenya 2010, and all international treaties and conventions, particularly the ILO UNESCO recommendations. For teachers to excel in service delivery and develop confidence in the Commission, TSC has no option but to restore the lost glory of the profession and restitute shattered hopes and aspirations of teachers. When the morale of teachers is low, the level of innovation will be low. The morale of teachers currently is very, very, very low. And when you call for innovation, it will never work. And the morale is low because of the way teachers are treating them. Teacher Service Commission is treating them. Teachers who have been denied upgrading after acquiring higher qualifications or after meeting prerequisite requirements. I didn't read recommendation number 62. Teachers have a right to continue with their academic studies, and they must be recognized by the employer. That is within ILO. But here at Teacher Service Commission, that is being discontinued. That your degree certificates and masters mean nothing. They have come up with what we call productivity, so that you are promoted. And that is where we have parted ways. You must recognize the qualifications. And so, majority of them are acquiring higher qualifications and are not being recognized, or after meeting prerequisite requirements on grounds that they are members of NAT, they have to be promoted unconditionally as the union is fully recognized under the law. Mr. National Chairman, Director General, currently, if you are a member of NAT, you are not qualified to be promoted by TSC to any administrative position. That's the truth. And I don't think that has ever happened anywhere in the world, not even during the colonial time. These are things we must say, and the media must know. Any member of NAT is not qualified to be promoted. And it's a mere creation of TSC to try and kill the union, to try and bastardize the union so that teachers can run away. It is not, Mr. National Chairman, what we can entertain at this time and era. And when the Director General, if you didn't know, that is what is happening. That is the highest level of discrimination against members of a union. It is professional absurdity and against the best labor practice for teachers serving in the same grade with the same qualifications to be remunerated differently. That is what is happening now. What we fought against in 1963 has been brought back in 2019 by the Teacher Service Commission. This is a system TSC introduced through application of two parallel payrolls, and I saw some media houses trying to implicate that SRC has cleared TSC. SRC and TSC are one and the same. They are the same bedfellows, the fourth arms of government who have conspired to work against workers. So that report doesn't surprise us, but the truth is, and you check.
Now, final year diploma students in teacher training colleges are among those who have resumed learning this morning. First and second year trainees are expected to report by 19th of October in the phased reopening plan. Now, the teacher trainees will now join final year students in universities and technical and vocational education and training TVET students who reported today for face-to-face learning. Let's cross over to Mombasa, where Mariam Mwacharo is also on the story. Mariam, what is the latest from that side on school reopening?
Well, thank you very much, Mumbi Chege from Nairobi. I am in Mombasa County, just outside the Shanzu Teachers Training College. And the CIS Mumina for Education has actually just drove in a few minutes ago, and she's doing her rounds, going around the classes, checking to see if the teachers are actually ready to start school, and students are supposed to report school today and tomorrow being the official date. However, we did see some students report today. And remember, the students that are reporting are the finalists. We've spoken to the teachers earlier this morning. Some of the teachers who were around, we spoke to them, and they said that they're ready. They've already prepared areas where students are going to be washing hands, sanitizing, temperature checks on every door. The classes will be holding 15 students, and like normal, they usually hold 30, 35, or even 40 students. But right now, the classes will be holding 15 students per class. Of course, regarding social distance as well for the students. And also, we spoke to the teachers. They also mentioned that the exam timetable is also out right now. The NEC timetable for the exams is already out. Classes will begin very soon, and the finalists are expected to end their semester this year on 3rd of December if everything goes well. So just finalists have reported, and right now the CAS for Education here in Mombasa County, just after leaving the Pwani University, where she went to inspect if all systems are a go, has just drove in a few minutes ago, and we'll be having a word with her to see if there's anything new. But that's the update for now. Mumbi Chege, back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Mariam Mwacharo, for that report. Just bring us to speed on the plans of reopening of schools in Mombasa County. And we'll be doing a spot check in various counties in the country, how the resumption or how the plans are going as the government and the Ministry of Education tries to chart a way forward on the plans ahead in reopening of schools, the precautionary measures being put in place by the government as the government tries to put in place measures to ensure that learners are back in school. We'll be bringing you more details here in Nairobi as well. Our reporter Nakuru Loren is on standby. She'll be giving us more details on how the plans are in Nairobi County. Remember, you can also give us your feedback on Facebook, TV47 Kenya, as well as on Twitter at TV47KE, as well as on our SMS line 22047. All right, let's take a short breather. We'll be back in just a moment.
Kila siku ya Jumatano tunazungumza, tunaulizana na tunajuzana masuala ibuka ya kisiasa.
Kuna Uhuru is not in Kirinyaga.
Maisha yangu ni huru na watu wangu wanyali.
Tulivunja vyama vya URP na TNA na vyama vingine tanzu, ndio tukaunda chama inaitwa Jubilee.
Mijadala komavu kuhusu yanayokuhusu, na zaidi ya yote tunakupa nafasi kumfahamu kiongozi wako katika kipindi Fahamu Kiongozi.
Yako kama mtoto ilikuwa gani?
Mimi nilizaliwa, sasa najuaje
wakati namuuliza maisha.
Kwanza ilikuwa tu ni jaribu kabisa kufikia pahali ambapo nitafika Nairobi. Najua ilikuwa ni kazi ambayo ilichukua siku mingi sana kufika Nairobi.
Kila siku ya Jumatano kuanzia saa 1:30 hadi saa 2:30. Ungana naye Elizabeth Mutuku. Usikose.
It is said that cooking is one of the greatest gifts you can give those you love, because nothing brings people together like good food. Join Chef Hamadi every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. as he teaches us some simple and quick recipes, only on The Throwdown.
You are the mighty God, the great I am. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This and every Sunday, TV47 brings church straight to your home. Come, worship straight from your home as we bring you the Sunday church service at the All Saints Cathedral from 11 a.m.
Kila siku ya Jumatano tunazungumza, tunaulizana na tunajuzana.
Welcome back to Newsfeed, and still on the resumption of higher learning. Final year diploma students and in teachers training colleges are among those who have resumed learning. This morning, first and second year trainees are expected to report by 19th October. In the phased reopening plan, now the teacher trainees will now join final year students in universities and technical and vocational education and training students who reported today for face-to-face learning. Nakuru Loren has been following up on this and now joins us live from Kiambu County. Nakuru, what do we know so far about the reopening in Kiambu County?
Yes, thank you, Mombi. I'm live from Kenyatta University We are witnessing the resumption of students back to school after months of staying at home due to COVID-19. At the moment here at Kenyatta University, I've been informed that the resumption begins on the 18th of October, which is 2 weeks from now. I heard earlier on I was at ZTech University, where also they told me that they have not resumed yet up until the 12th of October. But earlier on at around 10 a.m. I was at the Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology, where a few students came in, streamed into the vicinity of the school, and they reported, and they are expected to sit for their exams in 2 weeks' time. And also ahead of that, we expect more students coming in at the Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology. So far at JKU at ZTech and also at the Kenyatta University, resumption has not begun up until the 12th and the 18th of October, which is 2 weeks from now. Therefore, from today we expect a number of students, and especially for the phase 1 reopening, which includes the last year students, those who are completing their semesters and awaiting the exams and therefore graduation thereafter, to resume and also complete their studies. But for now here at Kenyatta University, the resumption begins on the 18th of October, ZTech 12th of October, and that's it from here. Mombi, maybe more news to come later in the day.
Thank you so much for that report, Nanok Loren. Now, the government has invested 60 million shillings to install the Generator in Busia County, a move that was welcomed by cotton farmers in the county. Now, the Generator is aimed at reviving operations by the end of next month. The Generator had closed down for a decade owing to loss of jobs and unstable economy from areas known for producing cotton, such as Samia and Teso North. Area Member of Parliament Wilberforce Mudenyo said the new machines had already been brought to the factory and that they were waiting for engineers to arrive from India to install them. The team from the national government and Rivertex visited some cotton farms in Funyula, where they urged farmers to grow the cash crop.
Kitu iko tayari. Engineer atakuja afunge, wafanye testing. Tuna imani ikifika mwezi wa 11 ambao tunatarajia pamba itakuwa tayari. Jinari pia itakuwa tayari, tuanzie hapo kazi ya kutengeneza pamba ambao tutapeleka Rivertex kutengeneza nguo. Kweli hapo awali kulikuwa na kilimo cha pamba, lakini kiliharibika kwa sababu hatukuwa na watu wa kununua pamba.
Mwaka huu tutakuwa na production mingi sana ya pamba kwa hii machine. Inaitwa Shiaga, kununua hiyo pamba da kwa Busia County. Tunaweza shiaga over 2000 bales, namba tutakuwa na hiyo 2000 bales. Hiyo ni lind cotton.
Kama Rivertex tunaweza hakikishia wakulima tutanunua pamba yote yenye watakuza. Kwa hivyo wakulima ningewahimiza mpande pamba, tutanunua.
Now, a section of residents of Garissa County have thrown their weight in support of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga in their BBI quest. Now, the residents from our Lihan community also endorsed one of their own, Nasir Dolal, as their BBI pointman, saying they stand to reap big from the proposals on the BBI final report. ODM leader Raila Odinga has already said the report is ready to be presented to the president and himself.
Atakayegombea kiti cha Garissa Township, na huyo atakuwa Nasir Mohamed Dolal alias Jofle. Yeye si mgeni kwa siasa, ni mtu aligombea kiti mwaka wa 2013 na tunaamini alipata hiyo kiti, lakini imeibiwa bahati mbaya, na hiyo pia imetufunza lessons mingi sana.
Tunasema ya kwamba sisi kama Okoya Ulan tuko ndani ya BBI, ndani kabisa, tuko ndani na tufundiku. Mungu akisema tutakuwa pamoja na rais na baba.
Elgeyo Marakwet County Government, through the Ministry of Health, has launched a 5-year nutrition action plan in order to deal with the issues of stunted growth, mostly caused by malnutrition in children below 5 years. Now, Elgeyo Marakwet Governor Alex Tolgos says more than 1 billion shillings has been set aside for their initiative. According to Nutrition International, about 29% of children in Elgeyo Marakwet are suffering from malnutrition-related problems.
All the 20 wards will be able to allocate money that will be used to implement this program. Again, other departments include education, because they are now focusing on school feeding program for our ECD children, which again, it will pick some part of this action plan. We have irrigation, we have sports. Again, I talked about athletics and our sportsmen. So again, under sports, we will also ensure that our athletes are held and not malnourished, because you all know the challenge that the athletes sometimes face. So again, under sports, they will take part of it. And more importantly, today we held a roundtable meeting with our donors, those who are present in this event, others who are following the event online. And we had a very successful meeting where a number of partners have pledged that they are going to put resources in implementation of this action plan.
And the county government of Kisumu has unveiled a 1.4 billion shillings housing project in partnership with the private sector. Now the government says the project is in line with its promise on housing. And speaking during the signing and handing over the contract between the investor and the client, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Matthews Awili, applauded the project, promising that the county government will offer full support.
Our full support as a government and as a people. And we are glad that we are going to have this project delivered within 1.8 months.
The project is set to be completed and handed over in 18 months, while giving the locals job opportunities in the project.
The value of the project is 1.4 billion Kenya shillings. One of the major beneficiaries will be the masons and the casual laborers.
Kisumu Deputy Governor has challenged the locals to invest in the housing and buy the units once completed.
So I want to urge our residents to take advantage of the fact that this project is here and buy the houses. I know they're going to be very affordable.
James Okoth reporting for TV47 in Kisumu County.
Let's now get to the sports news. Manchester United